Hi there, Normie here. I am back after a year and back by popular demand, and I wanted to show you my sled modifications. This is actually the second take because the first time I did this didn't turn the camera on. So there you go. But so this here is my modifications of a Pulk, and just from looking online, I believe a Pulk is a Norwegian word for the Finnish word pulka, and basically that means a sledge. But the difference with this guy is the Pulks are used for pulling gear, whether by a skier or a snowshoer. So basically what's going to happen here is these would fit on a person's belt or some type of a belt they'd be crossed, right? And then you would pull it by either skiing or whatever you do, right? Snowshoeing. And so I'm going to do another video on that because I want to do some winter camping before the winter's done. It's end of February right now, and it's like +3 out in Northern Ontario, so it's gorgeous out. And I just finished this today, so anyhow, I wanted to show you a couple things. The reason I got it tied up to my winch here is I wanted to show you the braking system. So I wanted to ensure somehow that if I was pulling this uphill and I somehow stumbled or it was quite steep, that the sled wouldn't pull me back down the hill. So I got the winch hooked up because I'm going to show you the mechanism. And all this is a barn door hinge with a T bolted onto the end of it, and the hinge is bolted onto the back here. And I thought I was so smart going to the hardware store and coming up with this idea. Well, when I went online and looked, there was another, I found another reference to a barn door hinge, but it's quite different than this one. The one that I found online was a series of hinges with the one end, pointy end sharpened. So you had a bunch of kind of a grate, and it looked pretty effective. This one just has a T on the end, and like I say, this is a prototype, so I could probably, try a different couple things depending on how good this grabs, eh? But anyhow, it's like I say, it's just a hinge here, bolted onto the back of the sleigh, and it'll dig in. We'll show you with the winch in a minute here. Not sure what else you could find in the frame here, but basically my idea here was to be able to have this strung. So basically you pull it with this 1/2-inch PVCs, 2 of them. I got them about maybe 5 feet long, and the rope goes through, ran a rope through, and then I threaded it through the hole underneath of the sled, under the lip here. So if you look underneath, you can see that comes out here. I hope I'm still in frame. It goes in, comes out. Okay, so, and then I threw a carabiner on there. So basically, I wanted to keep one continuous strand of rope, which is ended up to be about 20 feet. And if you're stuck in the bush or something, your rope could always help you with using putting it in a shelter or something to that effect. So that was the concept there. And so each hole with the rope comes through, attached to the carabiner, and basically this is just like a rope tied like you would your shoelaces, and your gear would go inside, and you would tie this up. Maybe you would make it a little quicker for yourself by just going through like this and putting everything aside, whatever you're going to do, right? So yeah, and then the other modification I did to my sled was fins, and that's nothing original. A lot of people put fins on it, just to keep the guides a little better if you're on maybe a little softer snow. From what I read, they're not as good to have on heavily packed snow. However, these are also just bolted on, and these are just angle irons, sharpened on the edges here to make a bit of it's a 45-degree angle there, bolted onto the sled, right? So that's about it. But I have the full intentions of trying this out one of these days, and I just wanted to show it to you today. I have, yeah, like I say, I haven't made a video in over a year. Last time it was minus 39 or some crazy thing. And today it's plus 3. End of February, it's fantastic out, beautiful out. And but I tend to make another couple and try to get back in the game, making some of these videos. I'm up to 9 subscribers. Can you believe it? So so that's awesome. And some of you I know, some of you I don't know. But if I get my act together, I can make some more videos for you guys, and it's lots of fun for me. It's just something something to do for me. So let's have a look at. I'm gonna pull my ATV winch here and see if our braking system works. Oh, not very good by the looks of it. It's too packed in here. Let's see. There you go. So that's the concept anyways. And looks like it needs some more modifications, but I think it'll work. So thanks a lot. And Normie's out here, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.